Hello everyone, this is Smith Pathak. I'm here to talk about my CSE 335 final project where I developed an application named Barber Finder. Let's talk about it in more detail. So what the application basically does is that it allows the user to locate hair salons nearby. It also shows detailed information about the hair salons they select, such as their timings, what times they are open, their address, and it also takes the user to the hair salon's website by clicking a button. It also allows the user to save their favorite hairstyle and also their favorite barber. So the idea behind the application is that if you do not want to go to the same hair salon every time where your last hairstyle data is saved, instead of that, you can save that information on the application so that the next time wherever you go, you can show that information to the new barber how exactly you want your hair to be done. Now, let's see how the class diagram functions as an application. The home screen of the application will give you two options, namely finding nearest barber shop and an option to create user profile. When you click on find nearest barber shop, it takes you to a window where you will be able to see a list of barber shops around you. It also gives you an option to search for a particular hair salon. Once you decide where you want to go, click on that particular shop and it will take you to a window where you will be able to see detailed information about that particular barber shop. It will show you their timings, what hours they are open, their address, and also their phone number. It will also give you more three options, which are writing reviews, adding them to your favorites, and also going to their website. Once you click on write reviews, it will take you to another window where you will have an option where you could rate them out of 5 stars and also an option to write a review telling how your experience was with them. Then, talking about other options in detailed barbershop information, besides writing reviews, there will be a button which gives you an option to add them to your favorites. What it does is, once you click on add to favorite, it will save the shop's name and information, which you can later access in a window which appears after you have saved your user profile. Another option that the application gives you is about the barber shops you have selected is that it takes you to that particular barber shop's website when you click on the go to the site button. So this was all about the first option the application gives you, which is locating the nearest barber shop. Now let's talk about creating user profile. Once you click on the Create Profile option on the home screen, it takes you to another window called Add Profile, where you can save all your personal information such as your name, age, your preferred hairstyle, and also your preferred barber. Moreover, the Add Profile window gives you an option to select your own profile picture, which can be done either by accessing or selecting photos from gallery or taking photos from the device. Once all this information is entered, you then hit on save. It then takes you to another window where you can access all the barber shop information you have saved, such as the shop you have added to your favorites and also the list of shops you have written your reviews about. Now, talking about how the MVC architecture works here, the controller handles creating and finding barber shops. It also calls the barbershop location API. Moreover, controller retrieves current location, locates nearby shops, sends new user information, reviews, and favorites for storage. It also handles user tabs and interaction, and also saving and retrieving data. Then it interacts with the model where all all the data such as user information, favorites, my reviews, and hairstyle preferences are stored. It also notifies the controller about data changes in real time. Moreover, it provides file storage and data manipulation and also picture storage. It it also interacts with the controller through objects obtained through API calls to the data stored. It also translates stored data to Swift object-related data. Then, talking about the view, it reacts to user tabs and interactions. The view performs many functions such as displaying list of barber shops, displaying barbershop options such as address, their timings, or writing reviews, and also an option to add them as a favorite. It also displays user profile information and user picture, also displays updated profile information and shows the map of the barbershop in standard format. Now let's talk about the capabilities of the application. One of the main capability of the application is that it allows you to locate all the barber shops around you on a map. It also gives you an option to search for barber shops around you. It also gives you specific details about the shop, such as their timings, their address, and it also takes you to the website on clicking a button. The application, moreover, also gives you an option to add that particular hair salon to your favorites so that you can visit them later on, and also an option to write a review about how your experience was with them. Another important capability of the application is that the application allows you to create user profile where you can set your own profile picture and also add your personal information such as your name and your age. It also allows you to save your preferred hairstyle and your favorite barber. And after your profile is saved, it takes you to a window. You cannot see the window right now over here, but it takes you to a window where you can see your favorite barber shop and the reviews you have written about them. In this section, I'll talk about the limitations in my application. The main functionality of the app, which is locating barber shops around you, will need internet. And without internet, you would only have access to limited functions of the application, such as user profile, where you can access the user information and their favorite barber shops and the reviews they have written about them. Also, the data the user saves, such as shop reviews, favorite shops they have added, their favorite hairstyle, their favorite barber, or any other data that application saves cannot be shared across another devices. Also, after submitting the coded application, I realized that the reviews that the user writes about the barber shops cannot be deleted. By that, what I meant to say is that once the user selects any barber shop, he will have an option to write a review about that experience. And once the user writes the review, it it can be then found after the user profile window is saved. Over there, I forgot to add a review delete button. So now what will happen is once the user writes multiple reviews, the review list will go on and on as there is no option to delete a review. Now let's talk about the things I have learned while making this application. The main thing I learned was how to develop a functional application based on MVC architecture and also the class diagrams. You always make sure that your class diagrams are up to date because Even small changes in them could take hours of your work to figure out what the problem is. Another thing is that always double check all the application functions before submitting it. I found one bug after submitting the application, and now there's no point about crying on it. But to make sure that this kind of thing does not happen, what you can do is you can ask few of your friends to check out your application and ask them what they like about it and if they have any troubles moving around the application. Also, another important lesson I learned was time management. You need to start early to finish early, as the final class project is due near the final exams. If only I had started it much earlier, I could have gotten more time to focus on other subjects. In this section, I'll talk about few suggestions for improvement. I think, if possible, assign the class final project from the starting of the semester so that students can apply all those functions they learn along the semester to make the application much better and interactive. By this, what I mean is that if we are assigned the class final project in the starting, we can start implementing these concepts from very much beginning so that we can have lots of more time to make the application more effective using all those concepts. Also, if possible, set few lectures to show how to make the application more user friendly and more good looking. By that, what I am saying is that we learned how to make a decent application, but if we knew few concepts that could make our application more interactive and more user friendly, that experience could really help us in a very long time. Another main thing is that, if possible, add lab sessions to this class where the labs would have actual Mac computers so that we can learn in real time how to implement the functions we learned in class. This could really help a lot of us because many of us don't have MacBooks. Also, using these concepts that we learned in class, using them in labs again will make our concepts really very stronger. All right, guys. This was it, my final project for CSE 335. Let me know if you have any suggestions to make for this application much better by commenting below. And thank you for listening to me. Have a nice day.